Hi, my name is Angie, and I'm part of the safety team. And we're going to go through a PowerPoint training here, real quick. You will get a copy of this PowerPoint in an email, so we'll be fast so you don't have to listen to me jabber at you for very long. So, the first thing we'll be talking about is who's on your team. And there are 5 people on each team, and hopefully we'll have 5 teams. We will designate who's who by the color vest you have. So we'll have a flag holder with a green vest, an advocate with a yellow vest, an observer with a blue vest, first responder with an orange vest, and a chant leader with a yellow vest. And then the coordinator team will either have red or orange, mostly red, but if somebody happens to be a first responder and we need more first responders, they may be in an orange vest. Your flag holder is the first person. That person, you will probably already be bringing your own flag. That flag we want up high so that everyone can see you on your safety team, and that will help keep everybody in a kind of a designated area. So you're like our focal point for the response team. Then our next person in a yellow vest is an advocate. You all already also got an email detailing your job description. So just know that already. These are just the highlights, but stay around, and this is going to be for everybody. Stay in the vicinity of your flag holder. So advocate, you're going to be watching the crowd. So you're not going to be like hanging directly with the flag holder, but just around the flag holder. So every team's going to be spread out throughout the crowd. You're looking and you're just assessing safety. You're looking for protesters. Encourage people to move away and ignore protesters. That's going to be the big thing. If something happens, our chant for everything like this is "We are for democracy." Have the person that's going to, your chant leader will have a bullhorn and have them start that, and we'll just keep doing that. And that usually just stops it. If there's anything physical, really like real loud, assault, and then everybody will come over and help with that. You've got your walkie talkie, and so you will just alert organizers and we'll come over and help out as well. If there's any sort of arrest, you're the person that's going to video record that. You're going to talk to the police. Your email has all that information in it, so look that over again. If you do notice like a person and they're standing off and they look a little fishy, you'll know. Your spidey sense will tell you. If you feel anything's fishy or you happen to see a gun, let an organizer know. One thing to know is that guns are, if we're open or we're concealed carry. So if somebody has a gun, that's allowed. But just be on the lookout for that. One thing is that none of us, so nobody volunteering, has a gun. We have to be careful about that. So do know that. Our next person is our observer. And this one, you're again staying kind of in the same vicinity, but you're observing things and you're a little bit more back from everyone. You're watching the same things. You're looking for that person that looks a little off. You're watching for the gun. Again, if you see it, you're going to alert the organizers. You'll have a walkie-talkie as well. If you notice hecklers or anything, let the advocate know so that they can come over and be ready to do what their job is, recording it and all of that. If anything happens, you're going to stay out of the fray because you are observing what's happening and you're kind of recording everything. You're taking note of what all's happening just in case that's needed later on. So you're staying out of the fray and staying back. And our next person is a first responder. I'm just going to tell you, a lot of what you're going to do is be handing out water if it's hot. So do know that you're going to be watching for a lot of people that might get some heat things happening. So be attuned to that. Again, in the same kind of area as your flag holder, you'll provide minor medical care. If anything major happens, we're 911ing. You will have a colored flag marker for your team. So again, we're going to hope to have 5 teams. We'll have like a red team and a blue team and a green team. You're going to hold that up so people know on your team and organizers will know where to go. So if we get a call on the walkie-talkie, red team needs somebody now, we'll see that red flag and we'll pop over that way. If you're heading to an emergency, you can hand off that flag holder so somebody has that. But if it's an emergency with a person, the flag holder kind of near that person. So again, we know where to come to help with anything. and just let organizers know with the walkie-talkie what's going on if you need anything. And our final person is the chant leader. You're the person with the bullhorn. You're in front of the group. So if you think about, let's say we have 3,000 people in 5 teams, how many people you're going to be chanting to, having some chants with. So trying to keep everybody together, following you as we march. So we're going to try to help make sure people follow all the rules. Again, if that heckler thing happens and it's not stopping, you're the one with the bullhorn. We are for democracy. So use that megaphone or bullhorn with everything you've got. All right, this is from the ACLU, and it's just a real quick know your rights on protesting. We're good. We don't, as long as we don't block traffic, we can be on sidewalks, we can be on streets and all the things. So we're all good. We can photograph anything. So when we talk about advocate, observer, especially videoing, taking pictures, yes, and that includes police. If you're stopped by police, just ask, "Am I free to go? Am I being held?" And if yes, just walk away. Just be calm. Just stay calm. If they say you are detained, then you're just going to say, "I invoke my right to remain silent," and you don't sign or say anything at that point in time. In Kansas, we will be asked, we could be asked our name, and you do have to give that. That's part of a Kansas thing. You're going to get a 2-pager that's more specifically about know your rights, specific to Kansas. So that information's all in that. That'll come with the email that has this PowerPoint on it. So make sure you look through that as well. All righty, keeping going. De-escalation techniques. These are from the 5051 National. So we'll go through a couple of these things. Things we're going to, the big thing, and you see it's in big print on here, if you see something, share it. So don't keep it and then after the event say, "Well, I saw this happen and we didn't know, we didn't do anything about it," and people felt unsafe. So the whole idea is we're all safe, we're nonviolent. So if you see something, share it. Somebody will get there to help out with things. Just notice things, watching height, weight, tattoos. If something's happening, make sure we're watching those things. Vehicles, really the thing we get mostly is people driving by and flipping us off or yelling obscenities, when they drive by. Doesn't happen much, but do watch for vehicles. So this is where, especially that chant leader, when you're in the front, paying attention to that for your group, following the lights and all of those sorts of things. So looking for counter protesters. Aggressive persons on here, we'll talk about that, means people that are actually there to protest, right, with us, but for some reason they get agitated. So we'll talk through that just a little bit. The person who's the first responder, I'm thinking this stuff. Heat exhaustion, dehydration, low blood sugar. We'll have snacks available in the medic tent and whatnot. If it's major, you're just going to call 911. That's beyond our scope right now. Again, I think you will know all these things, so I'm not going to go over them. If you're that medical emergency person, these are the things you're looking for and doing. One thing for observer and advocate to watch, especially observer, if you notice anything different in police presence, just let the organizers know. We'll typically know if there's anything going on, but just in case they didn't get a hold of us and let the organizers know, it'd be good for you all to let us know. And then again, you're going to have that Kansas 5051 Know Your Rights document that will help you know more information. We're good with Capitol Police, so that's been a positive. If a fellow protester is upset, we're just going to do what you know to do, right? You're going to keep our body language natural, normal. And I'm going to tell you, breathe for everything. Breathe for everything. Anytime you can breathe, you lower your cortisol and you come across as a more calm person. You will be a more calm person. Keep your distance from a person. So somebody's agitated, 3 to 6 feet away from them. Have a nice, soft, friendly tone. Speak slow and calm, just kind of like I'm right now. Don't argue with people. Again, if they're shut down, if their brain shut down for whatever reason, something happened, maybe there was a counter protester and they're upset about that, and you came over and helped guide them away, but they wanted to take them on. That's probably what's going to happen. You're just going to be like, wow, you're passionate about this, and you're just going to have a nice little conversation with them, and it's okay. It's okay. This is different than a person that's a counter protest we're not going to engage with. People that are part of us, we want to make sure they feel safe and they feel heard. This again, really quick, you're going to be able to know these things if somebody's just an upset friend or they're a purposeful instigator. Again, common sense, you'll know these things. We talked basically what do you do earlier. But you're going to observe. So just observe behavior, observe the words, watch what's happening. You've got your walkie talkie, so let somebody know, by the way. And then if you can't find somebody, usually, honestly, you're just going to say something and they're going to be like, okay, fine, I got it. Like, seriously, that's what's happened every single time before. Ignoring works the best. Just ignore, walk away, breathe. And you can even send them an I wish you well and be fine. It's all good. This one talks about we're peaceful, we're peaceful. This came from 5051 again. Our chant for Kansas 5051 is we are for democracy. So you can just start the chant, move away. Everybody in your group starts the chant. That stops it. I just said that. Other people will join you in your chant. Don't debate. Do not touch somebody. Don't get up. Don't point. Do not point at somebody. I hate it when somebody points at me. Don't do that. That will instigate people and get them going. Don't surround people. Again, stay that distance back. Don't let people surround. It's kind of something we want to do, but we don't. Best option: breathe and ignore. Breathe and ignore. That's it. And we're just going to stay peaceful. That's the whole thing. Kansas 5051 is a peaceful, nonviolent movement. Let's make sure we keep that. So if you're in the face-to-face, or not the face-to-face, but you're joining the Zoom where it goes through the PowerPoint, you'd have Q&A here. If you have questions, again, you're going to get that email back your questions so we can answer those. You'll also have a time the day of, you'll be reporting at 9:00, and we will go through some things face to face. You can have your questions answered at that point in time. You'll have a little card so your team can get together and just like 5 or 10 minutes get to know each other before you become a team in front of 3,000 people. I just want to show you real quick the 2-pager Know Your Rights that you're going to be getting in this email as well. It's coming. There it is. It's like Know Your Rights, exactly what I said, right? And it's just going to go how to prepare. One thing is because it's going to be hot, make sure you hydrate. How to engage in peaceful protest, what to do if you're approached by a law enforcement person, what to expect in case, just truly unlikely event of an arrest. But we want you to be prepared. Specific things about Shawnee County, because we'll be in Topeka, obviously. And that's it right now. So again, you already got an email with your description of your job. You're going to be getting another email with this PowerPoint. We do highly recommend that you still join the Zoom that's coming up, but at least you'll have the PowerPoint in case you can't do that. And you'll also have that 2-page document, Know Your Rights. Email us back your questions and come ready on Saturday with your questions as well. And we will see you at the event. Thanks for joining.